Visit abaeservices.com for fast medical transcription service. This podcast episode is brought to you by AB Music Creative.
This episode is brought to you by Dr. Lourdes Capulong.
You've been busy doing this. 17 songs, 22 songs, a band camp. Had an epiphany at 10. Decided to pursue this on your own. Why?
Because hip hop made me feel good. It made me feel happy. I'm a huge fan of the music. I'm a fan first. I'm a fan of music first before I became an artist. But I started doing it when I was young because it made me feel good. It made me feel happy. And there was something healing about hip hop or about writing or performing music. There was just something healing about it that every time I did it, I felt like I needed to do it, you know? Like,
what was going on in your life back then?
This guy's good, man. I'm telling you, man. I was watching all the interviews. This guy's good. You're good, you. Remember that, like the movie by De Niro and Billy Crystal? Nah, you're very, very good, you. You're very, very good, you. Nah, this guy's good, man. Hell yeah. What was going on in my life? Well, when I arrived in Oxnard, it was like, so me and my sister was born in the Philippines. Mom and dad split up and I was like maybe 8 or 9. So after they split up, mom moved to Oxnard. Her family was already living in Oxnard because my aunties and my grandparents have been here since like the 70s.
Are you the younger sibling?
I'm the youngest, yeah.
Okay. So ate and you?
I got 2 sisters.
Two sisters. Okay.
If I'm 39, they're like in their mid-40s.
Yeah.
So
don't throw them under the bus.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, they're good people. I'm sorry. No, they're good. They're gonna kill me when they see this shit. I love them to death. But yeah.
So you guys went with mom.
So mom moved first in 1994. She left the Philippines. Then me and my sister stayed for that 1 year behind. And we didn't really get our petition papers fixed till like 95. So a year later, me and my sisters followed. My dad stayed behind after the breakup. You know,
you weren't asking questions. What was going through your head?
This guy's good.
We asked you what was off the table.
So, what was going on in my head? I wasn't asking too much questions when it happened. But as a young kid, I already knew that they weren't getting along. So
I'll stop you there.
I wasn't that surprised, you know.
And the reason why I'm trying to emphasize this is so that couples or husbands and wives who think their 10-year-old or 9-year-old kid doesn't have a clue what's going on. Don't fool yourselves. Kids are not stupid.
Yes, for sure. And if I knew what was going on, my older sisters definitely felt the vibe.
Right?
They weren't getting along. So when they split up, it wasn't that big of a surprise. But mom becoming a single parent out here in the U.S., 3 kids on her own, it wasn't easy. She did her best, worked 2-3 jobs. She was a teacher. My mom's a teacher. I love her to death. And she did her best.
What happened to dad?
Dad's back in the Philippines. I love you too, Pops. Dad's in the Philippines, He's, it's crazy. Sometimes we see parts of ourselves in our fathers, But I'm in a place in my life where I've forgiven dad and mom for whatever happened.
Yes.
Not saying that I'm completely healed because that's BS. But we've been having a better relationship lately. All us 3, all of us,
So growing up,
it's a work in progress. But,
amen. That's good.
But we're a better spot. We're in a better place. The best place we've ever been,
Yeah. So rap music, hip hop music helped you. That was like therapy for you to express yourself.
It was. To this day, it still is,
Are the lyrics about them, about your life, about your journey?
Yeah, they've definitely come up in my songs a lot. I called the last album The Orphan. I know a lot of people ask me, why would you call it that?
Yeah, why?
Because sometimes in this life, I probably do feel like that. Where,
of course, mom had 3 jobs.
2. Yeah, 2. She was a teacher, but she was also a caregiver during the weekends.
Yeah. So you grew up with what? Your siblings and your lola?
I got 2 sisters. My cousins were around, my uncles were around too, but they didn't live with us. It was just me, my mom, and sisters.
So when your mom was gone, it was just the sisters taking care of you.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And
so
you had questions when you were a kid, diba?
Well, I didn't question much what was happening between mom and dad, but
between you and life, sino kausap mo?
that's a good question. That's a good question. Probably didn't have too many to turn to for guidance. And I don't want to say like my mom didn't try, but she was there to guide me as much as she can. But being a single parent with probably 2-3 jobs, it was probably hard. It was probably
you can't take it on mom.
She wasn't home too much,
right?
And you know, my cousins were big influences as big brotherly support. My uncles were male figures too, but I think to connect hip hop, I probably turned to that to fill all the void that was missing. And I probably look at these hip hop artists as like subconsciously I was getting game from them, like as if they were my bigger brothers and bigger uncles, older uncles.
Like the bars, what was being said.
I probably like, you know, like what Tupac meant to me, what he rapped about, like when Tupac would talk about poverty and being poor and single mom. Like when he was saying that shit, I was like, damn, dude, like that's exactly how I feel. And he's saying it for me. Or when Eminem would talk about it, just, you know, but yeah, I'm undergoing through a lot of therapy at the moment. And I've been for the past 3-4 years to kind of unpack a little bit. Cause, yeah, man,
therapy's good. Huh?
I need it.
I mean,
I know I need it.
Right? I mean, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, dog, for real.